Hello everybody, just an update on the red clawed crabs that I have. I suppose I have them now 2 months, or 3 months, maybe 4 months actually. Anyway, this is the female. I'm not sure if you can see her good or not with the light. Okay, she's just feeding on a algae wafer, and they've had to be moved out. There's this female and a male that I got. They've had to be moved out of the main tank, or one of the main tanks inside the house. Actually moved out into a smaller tank that I have here up in the shed. The last time I was away, the wife woke up and found one of them, the male, on the kitchen floor. So they are escape artists, I suppose. What can you say? That's what they do. This female we haven't seen for maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then all of a sudden she appeared. I thought she'd escaped as well, but only the other day she reappeared in the tank in the house. Now, I'd cleaned the tank, I'd changed water, everything, and I never found her. So after 3 or 4 weeks, I don't know where she was hiding, but there she was back again. So this is her. You can't really see the male. He's under here. You can see his legs. Here he is. So they're both getting bigger. They've both molted twice at this stage since I've gotten them. I have them, as I say, out here now in the smaller tank. I think it's only a 30 litre. A few shrimp in it, a few juvenile guppies and tetras that come from the other tanks. Just throw them up here. But they all seem to get on okay. Every now and then there's a bit of a snapping contest between the shrimp and the crab, but I don't know if the crab will actually eat any of these shrimps. I don't think they will. I don't know if they're quick enough, to be honest. So, for anybody thinking of keeping these crabs, I love them, I have to say. My wife hates them, but I think they're the most unusual thing that I've put in any of the tanks. I wish I could show you the male, because he's a lot bigger than the female here. But I might try and get some shots of him later. One of the other reasons I moved them up in here was that it was hard to find an area in the other tank where they could come out of the water. I've done a lot of reading on them, different websites, different forums, magazines, books, whatever I could find. And they all seem to point to the fact that they need, or that they spend, a lot of time out of the water. Now I have to say, since I've moved them up here into this smaller tank, they don't really seem that interested in coming out of the water. They do for a few minutes, but then back down again. I know they're shy during the day, we very rarely see them. This is 10:30 at night. But as I say, this female went on the missing for nearly a month. So she was in the tank under the water down in the house for a month or more without ever coming outside. So I don't really know how important it is for them, or whether they need to be out. Anyway, I'd recommend them, as I say, more for the fact that they're so unusual. I wish I could show you the big guy, because the claws on the big guy. For such a small crab, he's missing one leg as well. But if I can get a shot later, I will. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, so here's the male. Taken a couple of days to get a good picture of him. As you can see, lovely bright red claws on him. Into his little burrow. Okay, he's finally found the food. See if I can zoom in a bit. And there you have him, male red-clawed crab. Happy. One thing about these guys is they tend to dirty the tank a lot. So every 2 or 3 days, as I say, this is only a small tank. Every 2 or 3 days it gets a good cleaning out, water change. But really, there isn't a whole lot in looking after them. I spotted a few of the shrimp here are heavy with eggs, and a lot of the juvenile fish that are in here are all happy and surviving. I haven't lost any of them yet. So it's always a good sign when you see shrimp with eggs, juvenile fish surviving. Good sign that your water is good. And so there you go. So anyway, that's him. Just leave him for a couple of seconds. And this is probably the most I've ever seen him. So good to see him, and the female is up here. She's out. as I say, you won't really see the two of them in the same place at the same time. But we'll let him enjoy his dinner. Okay guys, hope you liked the video. Any comments you want to leave down the bottom, or you can like or unlike as you prefer, or even subscribe. Okay, so he's off and I'm off. Okay, bye bye.